Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine. Hello, hello.
Well, hello.
Welcome. Please share the video. Click like, click share. Hello, Liz. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, y'all. Hey. This is a special edition of Conversations with Selena. Y'all know this is Heart Month. This morning we had Melissa and Cicely on, and they were talking about heart health. So tonight we're going to be talking about a different type of heart health. Hey, Lisa. And it is matters of the heart. Matter of fact, I have on a shirt. Y'all see it? Ain't it cute? And it says Matters of the Heart, made by Roberta. Designs by Roberta. She made my cute shirt in one day. I asked her for it on a Monday. She had it to me on Tuesday morning, and I explained to her what I was trying to do and what it was about tonight. Matters of the Heart. And we're quick to say, oh, the young people need to hear this, but this right here is going to be for ladies and men probably of all ages, just how to conduct yourself, what to look for, but mainly focusing on a woman in waiting. When you're a woman in waiting, what do you do? How do you behave? You know, and if you make a mistake, what do you do? Because we've all been there. So if you've joined this live right now, if you've already joined, please share. Please share. Go ahead and click like and click share. And then be interactive, chime in, give us your input, give us something that you may have done. If there's a topic, say, oh, you know what? I remember when, because when we were talking just now backstage, I was like, oh, Lord, I know I done kissed a frog or two. And I'd be like, oh, Lord, have mercy. Yeah. But I just want to say all of that. Did I have any other announcements? If I do, I'll tell them to you all later. But I'm going to take a deep breath. I've been running around. Sunshine got a new computer. Can y'all say new computer? Hold up. Let me get my box. I gotta get my box, girl. I'm so excited. Hold on a second. Sunshine. Put this. Oh, I might not be able to bring it over there. Hold up. Y'all, I'm too simple. Where my Boaz at? I got to do all this stuff myself. I done took it out the car. And Sunshine and went and got her a new computer. I was too done today by the way that computer system was acting. So now I have a new operating system that I am gonna have to learn. But anyway, where Boaz at? Where mine at? Because I was supposed to be able to say, honey, can you bring me that box over here? I've been struggling, out of breath. So I'm fixing to settle myself down. Whew. Take a deep breath. We good. And I want to introduce to you who I have with me on tonight. Because y'all didn't come to see me. Y'all see me every single day. But it is the beautiful Miss Tarva Cook. Oh. And she is the wife of Joseph Cook and the daughter of Sandra McDonald and L.H. Burton Jr. She is a native of Poplarville and an honors graduate from Poplarville High School, class of 1998. Whew, Tarva, I got to take a breath. Tarva attended Pearl River Community College and later transferred to the University of Southern Mississippi, where she received her Bachelor of Science degree in Community Health Science She started her educational career as a behavioral specialist from the Lawrence County School District in 2005. Tarva later transitioned into the classroom as an exceptional education teacher for 5 years before moving to the general education setting, where she taught middle school science. Tarva decided to pursue her education farther and attended William Carey University, where she received her Master's of Education in mild/moderate disabilities. Wow. You've done a lot, Hansi. She also obtained her school administrator certification and served as an assistant principal at Picayune Junior High School for 3 years. She currently serves as principal at Southside Upper Elementary in Picayune, Mississippi. Go Picayune, where she and her family now reside. Tarva is the mother of 5 beautiful children and 2 beautiful grandchildren. She enjoys camping. I'm so country. I just realized just how country I am. She enjoys camping, working out. You could tell, girl, I was like, look at those arms. Let me get those arms. She enjoys working out, eating, spending time with family, and the company of positive people. She is also a member of Newness of Life Ministries, where she serves as a minister under the leadership of Pastor Donald Hart. Her motto for her students is, if you believe it, you can achieve it. She believes that if she speaks success and progress into the lives of her students and staff every day, then it shall come to pass. Yes. That is awesome. Ooh, that was not a good cough. Welcome. Are you still with us, Miss Tarva?
I am. Do you not see me?
I do see you.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure all was well. Y'all, we hanging in there. Her power went out as soon as we got ready to get started.
Yes. So we're running on a generator and a prayer right now.
Running on a generator and a prayer. Thank you, Jennifer. So that was your introduction, Mama. Just what you sent me. Hey.
Thank you.
It's so nice to meet you, Miss Tarva.
Thank you. And I'm so glad to be here. Thank you so much for asking me to do this. I feel like it's an honor. So thank you so much.
You're so very welcome. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I've been excited ever since you said yes. Because I knew it was going to be a great topic, an awesome show, and a blessing to so many. So
yes.
So give us a little bit of a background, I guess, or you can start wherever you really want to start. But I was going to say, I know that now, we can kind of start from the beginning and work backwards, but you could tell us about Mr. Cook right now and then tell us the story that led up a little bit of the journey.
Okay. Joseph Cook, we just celebrated our 4th year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. He is just the epitome of what I feel like a good man is. He's so sweet and just very affectionate, just everything that I wanted in a man. And he's been that and then some. He has a background story too, which is just so odd how we came to even, to meet each other. And so with his journey and everything he shared with me in my journey, then at the time we met, that's what God was saying, now it's time. And so, so that was, but like I said, I'll get into all of that and how we,
Oh, girl, that's good.
So we're talking about a woman in waiting. And when I was thinking about this, and when you said that the first day we spoke, you said it then. You said, "Oh, woman in waiting." I like this. So what came to me was the story of Ruth, the book of Ruth, and how Ruth had left where she was familiar with to follow her mother-in-law back to her mother-in-law's homeland. So here Ruth is a phone.
Ooh, her power went out.
On do not
there you go.
Okay. And so she was when she left with Naomi, her mother-in-law, she went because of her loyalty to her mother-in-law. She didn't have a husband anymore. And so she's in this field gleaning, trying to get food for she and her mother-in-law. And she's noticed by Boaz. And Boaz is this man of prestige.
Come on, Boaz.
He's just standing there, and Ruth is just out there. She's doing her thing. She's not out there exposed. She's not showing her cleavage. She's not out there tooting up. She's not out, she's not out there twerking. She's just doing her thing, minding her business. And he notices her. And you think about, there are other women out there as well, but he notices her. And I imagine that was that humility, and that what she carried, and the way she carried herself is what drew him to her. So I feel like in today's society, we're looked at, or that we're expected to put ourselves on display, and that's not what we're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so different now, because even now you have women who are pursuing the man. I saw one thing on social media where a lady actually proposed to a man. I'm thinking, when did we start proposing to men? My Bible tells me, he who finds a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord, not she who finds. So I feel like, even for the men, there are a lot of good men out there looking for a good woman, and there are a lot of good women out there waiting for a good man. So we need to understand that sometimes when we're out there trying to pursue and find, that's because we're out of order anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about the times when I was out there in the dating scene, and like I said, it's changed so much. But I guess what gets me with people, and I've had some terrible relationships and marriages, and I say marriages with an S because I've had, a few marriages. And so I think what gets me is when you're genuinely looking for somebody, and you open yourself up to them, and you tell them, I guess, your deepest and your darkest secrets, or things that you've been hurt by, and that have just really left a bad taste in your mouth. When those very people take that and use it against you, or turn around and do that same thing to you, I feel like that is the biggest coward that there is. And I don't see you, Selena. Did you leave me?
I didn't leave you.
Oh, okay.
I was over here trying to work on this slideshow and I didn't want to be all up in the camera while I was behind the scenes working. And I taught myself to stop doing that. If I needed to do something, just kind of go off the screen for a few minutes. But I'm still here. You good, girl?
Yeah. Okay. But when people are hurting, and they're sharing that with a person, and that person uses that as ammunition against them, that cuts you even deeper. And
it does.
You go through life, and with me, I know I would always say, I didn't want to be by myself. I feared being alone. And at the time I didn't know why, but I know now why, because the enemy was sowing that seed in me that being alone carried this, bad stigma.
Mm-hmm.
You're alone, you must be crazy. Why are you by yourself? What you got going on?
What's wrong with you? I had somebody ask me that like 2 days ago. I think it was like, why you by yourself? And I thought, why am I by myself? He said, what's wrong with you? You don't drink? No, sir. You don't smoke? No, sir. Well, why you by yourself again? I'm just like, what does all this have to do? But he was just trying to put it all together. You look like you're a nice person, unless you're just kind of crazy. We always got to be crazy if we're by ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then, but it really started me to think afterwards, am I like by myself because I chose to be by myself at a certain point? Because your kids get older, like when they're younger, you want to be with somebody because you want that family structure. But then as they start to get older, you're like, well, I might as well wait now because, you don't know how well the family is going to blend together. And so at this point right now, I think I am becoming. So I'm learning who I am, because before so long, I really didn't know. So that's what I was telling you. This journey, like everyone that follows me, I know my life may seem a little boring to everybody, but it's like I don't know what I like and what I want to do. And it's kind of fascinating to me to
Mm-hmm.
watch who I am becoming, because prior to COVID, you wouldn't see me on live. You really wouldn't see me on social media. I wasn't talking very much. But once I started to come out about some of those traumatic experiences that had happened to me, it was freeing. It was so freeing that I'm like, well, dang, it's so nice to be in the light. And so when they call me sunshine, it's because the weather forecast has changed. It used to be cloudy. I mean, like thunderstorm, dark cloudy. But
Uh-huh.
now the weather is changing and it is sunshine. There's rain. I cried tears today and I cried tears yesterday because we're going through. We're the normal type of family, kids going through. Girl, hold up. That was my Cash App. Okay. It says, keep it up. Ain't that a blessing?
Yes, it is.
Girl, that don't happen. That does not usually happen. Come on, bring it on. I am a money magnet. Money comes easily to me because the Lord know what I need. I got that big old box over there. I got to pay for that. But thank you so very much. So it's been a journey, and I just thank everybody for hanging in there with me as I'm becoming. And so back to why am I single? I think at this point in my life, that is the reason that I'm single, because I probably would run someone away because they want to do this, and I'm like, I don't think I like that. I want to do, for whatever reason. And just learning to love myself.
Yes.
And trust my decisions, and because I don't want to lose my identity in anyone. I want to know who I am. I want to be strong in who I am. I want to be strong in the Lord. And I know what I bring to the table right now, but I want to bring more to the table so that we together can be that power couple.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly right. And then, and I always say you're just not for anybody. So that's the thing too, is anybody can't just be with you, because God has said, no, I got this one set aside for somebody else. But if I let somebody come in and interfere with that, then that somebody that I had for her won't get the opportunity, because you're not for just anybody. So that's where you have to look at it too. So like, while you working on you, Boaz is working on himself too. So
come on, Boaz, come on through though in 2022.
yes. So but yeah, and it's just, being patient and just waiting on that special person. It takes a lot. And I tell you what, I've been single without kids, and then single with kids, and then saved and single. And of all those single statuses, the saved and single has been the hardest, because now you're held to a higher standard, because now you're saying, I've you know I'm confessing that I'm saved, I belong to God, and this is what he expects of me. And now you got people that want to date you, who now you have to explain to them, now look, it's not going to be any of that. You're not going to do that. I can't do that. And so, and it's hard, because the flesh is a mess.
Girl, the flesh is a mess, and the flesh will have you wrapped and tied up and tangled up in some stuff that, like I said, you look back and be like, oh God, what will loneliness do to you? My mind was in a mess.
Yes.
What in the world was I thinking? Not thinking.
Yes.
What was I thinking to get tied up with you?
That's exactly right. So, and when you're trying to date, and like I said, and you're trying to live a saved life, then you got people that want to give you their opinion and their advice. And these are the people who are usually married. And I used to just think to myself, I need you to just go over there and pray for me, because you're going home to some broad shoulders and a hard chest and somebody to hold you at
Come
night.
on, girl.
I'm going home by myself. So you can speak and say, girl, don't worry about no man right now. Okay, but you got one. You know, just live for the Lord, and I'm gonna do that. But while I'm living for the Lord, I want to mate. I want a husband too. So that was something that, that was really for me was the hardest, was trying to. And when you are saved and you meet somebody, it don't take no 5-6 years to decide if this is your Boaz or your Ruth, because if God brought y'all together and y'all praying about it, He gonna let you know plenty of time this is the one. So all this trying to date, because like I said, that flesh is a mess. You can't just tempt yourself for so long hanging around this man, dating this man, and not think something else might not pop off. So it don't take all 5-6 years to date somebody. It don't take a whole year, because when I met my husband, we dated for 6 months and then we got married because we knew, okay, this is it. And like I said, you can't just keep being around a person and think you just go date and ain't nothing else going.
Ain't gonna be none of that.
Yeah.
Well, how long, honey? Well, that's up to you.
Yeah.
So you look, the other day, well, a couple months ago, my friend calls me because I do the officiating of the weddings, right? So she calls me and she's telling me about all this stuff, and we decided it was the day after Christmas that I would go to her daughter's engagement party. And so I'm thinking the engagement, the proposal had already happened and they were doing the celebrating. Well, honey, I don't know if she's watching, but her daughter was actually proposing to the guy. I said, what? When we started doing that, I said, is that where I'm going wrong? I said, is that where I'm going wrong? But I truly witnessed, I didn't see the actual proposal because it was a surprise proposal to him out while they were taking pictures. But yeah, girl, that's what they doing.
I'm old fashioned, and I guess to me, I feel like if it gets to that point, the one getting down on the knee and all that, in my opinion, should be the man. But to each his own. If I guess if it works for him and and it lasts, then I guess that's what they're doing now. But
that's what they're doing.
I'm old fashioned.
Yeah. Look, I'm so, I guess, old fashioned in a sense that I didn't want to do like online dating. I'm like, I just want to meet him. Like, I want to meet him at the family barbecue because he came with cousin so and so, or that's how you think it's gonna happen. But you're gonna meet them and they're gonna pique good interest in you and come talk, and you're gonna blush and do all that crazy stuff. And it took me forever to even go to the online dating thing, and I still don't know how to do it. I jump on, I stay on for about two or 3 days, and then I have messages galore that I just don't even bother to answer. I know they'd be like, that girl is crazy.
Yeah, I did the online dating thing too, and one of my experiences with that, I did go on a date with one of the guys. He was a pastor of a church. So I didn't let him come pick me up. We met at the restaurant for lunch. And he ordered one of the biggest alcoholic drinks I'd ever seen. And so while we're sitting there and having this conversation, profanity starts to just randomly.
Whoa.
I'm like, so I sat there for a second. And
you the pastor? What's the name of this?
Yeah.
What church are you going to?
So I sat there for a minute, and then I heard another profanity. Oh, hold up. I said, you sure are using these words quite regularly. In my line of work, he's a police officer too. In my line of work, that's the lingo. I said, yeah, but you're supposed to be a pastor. You got to be different. You can't be, but he argued me down that he was right. It was okay for him to do that. And I'm thinking, I didn't just get in the church. You can't, you have to get somebody else with that one, because no, sir, this is not right. I know better than that. So, when some people think, well, you'll find the perfect man in the church, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
You're not. I mean, and you might find them, and you might be at the grocery store. It might be somebody you bump into. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the good men are necessarily going to be found in the church. No. So I feel like sometimes, I guess I used to think that because I was alone, that was the loneliest feeling in the world. But I had to learn quickly that the loneliest feeling in the world is being with the wrong person. Because you can be in a relationship with somebody and feel so alone. Feel like you're the only one doing, the only one trying, and it just feel like you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So being alone doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have somebody with you. You could be in a whole relationship and be all alone and feel lonely and that's unloved and left out because that person is not doing their part.
Like I say, you can do the right thing with the wrong person all day long and you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah,
When you feel like you're spinning your wheels and nothing seems to be going right, it's almost like you're tied to the wrong type of person, and it's not going to go right until you cut it loose.
that's right. That's right. You have to sever that line because that person will suck the life out of you. And then that's another bag that you're carrying. So now you got
Mhm.
that baggage on top of the other baggage from, and that was my problem. I get out of one relationship and okay, what next break? Let's go. I don't want to spend too much time in that single status. So then that wouldn't pan out. Then that's more baggage. So when
Mhm.
I finally got to the point where I was like, gosh, I'm keeping
Tired of being the bag lady.
yes, tired of being a bag lady. I was like, this something's got to give. And the Lord was telling me, until you allow me to love you like you need to be loved and get away from all that trying to be with somebody and just focus on me, you're not going to get that Boaz you waiting on. And so it took me being very broken from the last marriage that I had to the point where I didn't have a choice but to yield to what God was asking me to do. And so when
Wow.
I got to that point where I said, okay, Lord, here I am. What do you need me to do? So I started getting more involved in church and doing the things that I need to do there. Things at work, things with my kids. And before I knew it, time had started to pass and I'd been single for a little while. And when I least expected it, I really I wasn't expecting it at all. Then that's when I met my husband. And it was the craziest thing because my brother-in-law had sent me a text and sent me a picture. And it was a picture of my husband. He said, hey, I got a guy here. I think I'll be a good match for you. And my brother-in-law, he had about struck out with me because he'd hooked me up with some doozies. And I told him, don't you send nobody else my way. And so he said, call him. I said, no, I'm not going to call you. Tell him to call me. I said, because I'm not chasing a man. Let him call me.
I ain't even gonna start nothing that I ain't keeping up, and I know I ain't keeping it up, so I'm not about to start.
Not about to start it. That's right. And so we had a dance at the junior high, and we were cleaning up, and my phone rung, and it was him. And he called, and we talked for a few minutes. And I said, "Well, can I call you back? Because we're trying to get cleaned up and trying to get out." He said, "Yeah." And then when I got home, we talked, and girl, the rest is history. We've been talking to each other ever since then. Never missed a day calling each other, talking to each other. So um, the day that he met my brother-in-law, he sold him a camper. And he said he wasn't going to stop in Picayune. He said he never had any intentions of ever stopping in Picayune, but he ended up having to work over in Hattiesburg. And so on his way back, he said, I was just killing time. I was like, I ain't got nobody to get home to. Let me just stop in Picayune and see this camper place. And that's how it all happened, behind a camper.
Okay. We have a camera place?
A camper?
Oh, camper. Okay.
Yeah. See, I'm country too, girl. So you hear
I thought you were saying a camera. I was like, I need a camera. Where's the camera place? A camper. So
yeah.
Pawpaw's Camper City, huh?
Yes. Pawpaw's Camper City. Yep. So I just encourage ladies and men to just know that there's somebody out there, there's somebody for everybody, but that somebody special is gonna come with you, of course, giving your life to the Lord and living according to his purpose and plan. And it's all in his timing. So even though we might be looking forward to happen now, it might not be right now because there's some things he's still trying to do for you and for the person that he's got for you, that he's saying, if I bring y'all together too early, then it's not going to work. So let me finish cleaning you up and getting you polished up. And then I can let y'all come together. So
I love that. I love that. And it's so encouraging too, because sometimes I think some of the things that you've been through, you get to the point where you feel like you're not even worthy. Like you're so beat down, like, especially if you've been, I'm going to say, in abusive situations where those words, they say those words to
Mhm.
you that are so degrading and so, um, I don't know, just ugly, just
Yes.
downright ugly. It's a process of building yourself back up and not believing the things that have been spoken over your life for so many years that you've allowed it. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, what
Mm-hmm.
was wrong with you that you felt like this is something that you needed to take, whether it's cheating, because that's a form of abuse, the
Yes.
verbal, that's
Yes.
abuse, the physical, that's abuse. There's so many ways. Financial, they'll use the
Yep.
finances to try to keep you there. So there's so many different ways that you can get yourself in situations where it's not easy to get out. And people will say, just like you said, just go home by yourself. They'll tell you just stay in those situations, because girl, he's such a good provider. Well,
Yes.
what about all
Yes.
this other stuff
That's
that's
right.
happening
That's
and
right.
taking place? So
Mm-hmm.
we definitely have to be careful of the people that when we're taking advice from them, the counsel that we're listening to, because it's not always for our good. I
Yes.
mean, they may mean it for our good, but they're not looking at the whole picture, because you
Yes.
should not stay anywhere just because he paying the bills and he's not treating you right. He doesn't have any respect.
That's
There's
right.
things that come with the finances. You got to
Mm-hmm.
bring more to the table than just money.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And and then you have some people who are willing to settle and feel like, well, if it's somebody else's husband or somebody else's boyfriend or wife, then it's okay for them to come by just to spend that time with me because at least there's something. No, because now what you're saying is you're telling them it's okay for you to do that. And you're telling yourself that I do not really want somebody for myself that I can call my own. I'll just occasionally borrow somebody else's husband or somebody else's wife. You're not going to be blessed by that. You're sowing bad seed into your ground that you're going to reap back. And I've never understood why anybody would be okay or complacent with living life like that, where somebody just comes by every now and then to spend a little time with you just so you don't feel like you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and just be alone instead of, because then you're causing issues not only in your own life, but then in the life of the significant other person.
Mm-hmm.
And I just,
Because they had, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I remember this old saying where they would say, a piece of shoe is better than no shoe at all.
exactly.
Just, I mean, there again, that bad advice, because
Yep.
people just be loving to say those old sayings,
Yes.
and it's not healthy. What do you mean a piece of shoe? What can you do with a piece of a shoe anyway?
Exactly. So the piece of shoe might be covering up your toes, but then your heel hanging out.
Girl. And a cracked up heel at that. Look like you've been
Exactly.
kicking some flour.
So I'm like you, what good is a piece of a shoe? So I wouldn't
Mhm.
want a piece of a man.
No.
If you can't give me the whole, I don't want the piece. I don't want the part.
Mm-mm. Because we're better than that,
Yes.
and and it's just called being settling. We're settling for something because of that, to fill that void. We're
Yeah.
looking for something. We're looking for love in all the wrong places. We're
Mhm.
accepting just that. And guess what? When it happens and they leave, you feel worse, because
Yeah.
it's like they've come and they've deposited more rocks in that
That's
bag, because
right.
we the bag ladies. We done
Yep.
already
Yep.
established we done been the bag ladies in the past. And so they just add to it,
Yep.
make that bag even heavier, because that they just left to go be with,
Yep. Yep.
and there you're left to be even like feeling lonelier, if
Yep.
I said that correctly, than before.
Yep. And now you got another ungodly soul tied to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it does, and it leaves you feeling empty and feeling just vulnerable and just I don't know, it's just to me, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. It's not worth it at all. So, oh goodness, this is good to me. It is. I mean, you've come with a beautiful love story. The love story from the Bible with Ruth, then your own personal love story, and that is relatable. Yes, we love the women in the Bible, but to actually know someone that right here in our current life and family, that it happened. It happened, and you're talking to one another every single day, and you love one another, and you say that ain't about to happen. And 6 months later, it's like we about to do this thing,
Yes.
so yes, and we have to wait. So the woman in waiting, the blessing is in the wait,
That's right. That's
and,
exactly
and
right.
what they say, praise him in the hallway. So you have to praise him in the hallway while you're waiting your turn, and your
That's
turn
right.
will come. But sometimes we just get so impatient, and then we make a whole hot mess out of
Yes,
things.
yes, we do. We do. And Lord knows I have made some good hot messes.
Girl, I have made some good
Ooh.
hot messes myself. Recipe for destruction.
Yes, and getting the same result every single time. And it's
A
like,
broken heart and
yep,
bunch of tears on the pillow.
yep, yep.
Yeah. Let's see, girl, you got some comments over here. So Nick says, blessings to my beautiful, smart, phenomenal cousins. I love that, Nick. I'm
Oh,
gonna
hey,
save that
Nick.
one. Hold up, I gotta take a screenshot of that because he just done spoke life over us, girl. Let me see.
Yes.
Hold on. We love you too, Nick. He said blessings. Did I get it? I think I got it. Let's see what he said. Y'all know I got a new computer. I got to figure out how to work it. I'm going the wrong way. Good evening, everyone, on Conversations with Selena. Blessings. Hey, Juanita. She probably doing homework now. Hey, girl. Hey. You're right. Don't settle. Tricia. Hey, Tricia. Girl, that little Tricia back there. Well, look at that. Best-selling author. You're right. Don't settle for any old thing. God has greater in store. That's right. Great show, ladies. Love y'all. See you soon, sunshine. Look at my girl.
Oh,
A beautiful self. Know your worth. Now, see, that's where the whole problem lies, I believe, is when you settling for stuff, you are not acknowledging your own worth.
that's right. That's exactly right. And a lot of the things that we're seeing now, especially with the younger women, is they don't want to leave anything to the imagination, and anything goes. Anytime you come up with a song to my some WAP, I don't know. I'm just like, okay, now what are we saying? What are we telling men now that we expect and what we want? Now we're saying, yeah, okay. I can remember and one of my cousins said he had held the door open for some women, and they got offended. Got offended by him holding the door. I hold my own door open. And I'm like, what is going on? Why do we now feel like we're so, to the point we don't even want, like I say, chivalry is dead. But my goodness, you still have some men who want to do that. But then you have some women who are getting offended by it. So it's just, I don't know. I don't understand that. I don't understand what we're thinking and how did we get here? How do we get to the point where we forgot what our worth is? We forgot what
And I think being single for so long, you get used to doing it. But I promise you, I could quickly learn how not to jump out. I'll be like, hold up, I don't have to open it. Thank you.
Exactly.
But when you have done it for so long, it is a little bit of a process and getting used to. But to say, oh, I get my own door, you ain't got to hold that's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my phone going off. My phone love to go off. I love when my husband opened my door. I know that's right, Juanita.
That's right. And pull my chair back for me to sit down. I like all that stuff.
I love it. I love it. Just don't pull out the chair when I'm about to sit down. And I hit the floor because you're going to have a problem. I'm going to get up and probably swing your hands if you're trying to play too much. And then I hit the floor, girl. These bones older now. Don't do that. Don't play. But yes, hold the door open. pull out my chair, be a gentleman, and it means everything. You have to allow a man to be a man. I was thinking those exact words.
Thank you.
Really do.
Thank you. Because we have so many of them now that, don't really know how to be a man. So that's exactly right. You have to let a man be a man.
Nick laughing. He's so funny. Yes, ma'am. I love the jewelry that my husband has. Yes. Now he would be the one to pull the chair all the way out to the floor. That Sean is a mess, but he's an awesome husband. So you should come on up in here and talk about him, girl. He loves his wife, and that's what we're looking for, and that's what we're encouraging, is that you want to find someone, or they find you, but you want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they find you, you want them to understand, this is what I expect. I expect you to open the door. I expect you to treat me with respect, because I'm going to treat you with respect. I've waited a long time for you. Don't come up in here.
That's
Don't
right.
come up in here the wrong way. So that's probably why we're having to wait, so that everything can be lined up, like you said, and we don't mess it up this time.
And I tell her, I used to just put it out there, because I mean, when I hit my 40s, I'm like, I don't have time to waste. So I'll just come right out. Look, this is what I'm looking for. If this is not what you're about, then please don't apply. If you don't have the skills for the job, don't even apply.
Girl, listen, if you don't, these are the requirements for the job. This is what we're going to have to do. Write it all out.
That's right.
These are requirements. Do you, can you, will you?
Yes.
And if you say no to any of these questions, we're going to have to keep it moving.
We're going to have to keep it moving.
Because these are the deal breakers. I'm going to give you the deal breakers up front. I got 2 children. I love them. You need to love me. We're a package deal. Even though they're grown, they're still my children. When they come home, I'm going to need you to treat them right. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So even we got to get that straight too. Yeah, things today are out of order. They really are, Juanita. That's what we was talking about earlier. I mean, we not bashing the little girl, my baby girl that proposed to her fiance. If it works for them, it works for them. But for us, old school people, it just seems out of order.
Yeah, it does.
But her mama said, girl, don't you remember? I proposed to my husband, and they've been married for years, so it did work for them. I just wanted to I want to be able to come on your show and give you my love story, and it happened in what we consider in order.
That's right.
That's how I want it to be.
Yeah.
So basically, ladies and men, we're just saying, at the end of the day, know your self-worth. That's right. Don't settle.
Don't settle. Please don't settle.
Because you don't want to look back like us.
Yeah.
Because I promise you, April, I'm going to be 50. And I'm like you. I ain't got time to waste.
That's right. And look, and then don't settle and don't be too picky, because you have some of them that they looking for that Idris Elba. And, them be the ones that take you down through there, when it might be the one that's got, maybe got a couple of teeth missing. But we can fix that. And you can get them some false ones to go in there, and girl, and that be that. So you can't just sit there and say, well, he's got to have, this perfect smile and this and that. And he's got to be 6 feet tall. And if he come here and he's short, but he's a good man, then you just going to have to get you some flats and don't wear no heels.
Because we sometimes worry about the packaging too much.
Yes.
And not what's inside.
That's right.
That's right. We miss out. Because, when you look in the mirror, okay, you're not perfect.
Thank you.
Newsflash, you're not perfect, but you're expecting someone else to have this 6-pack, and you walking around with, you rocking that, what I got going on over here. I'm trying to put a name on it. 2-liter. I don't know. This might be a keg. I don't know.
Look, I don't say keg. It ain't no keg.
Yeah, because it ain't beer. But let's just be honest. We are not perfect.
That's right.
We can't have these expectations for someone to come in this perfect package when you done been all beat up and bruised up, so
Yeah.
we gotta be realistic.
That's exactly right.
Realistic in our weight.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Realistic in our weight.
Yes, ma'am. So did you have anything else that you want to add to the, because this was good to me.
Yes.
We had fun. Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. I really did. So I hope it was a help to somebody,
I believe it was. I'm trying to get something back up on this screen. We're going to have it all worked out because we're going to keep the ads rolling. I don't know if that's a distraction. Y'all have to let me know. If it is, we can run it in the beginning. I can put it on a spreadsheet. I mean, a slideshow and play it up front. So y'all give us some feedback of the background, the advertisement that I have going. I'm going to have to work on it. I got a new computer. So, we still working things out. It's going to continue. It's a work in progress, and it's going to continue to go better and higher. Be better, go higher, however you say it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed you, ladies. Thank you, Tricia.
Thank you.
Good seeing you, Tarva.
You too, hon.
So now, who's your brother-in-law? I'm about to change.
Reggie Smith.
Oh, okay. With the barbecue.
Yes.
Did you wait on me the other day, or was that your sister?
It may have been my sister because it was probably her because I wouldn't have been there. That was probably her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, yes, indeed. I did not realize that.
Yep.
So, everyone on here, I'm going to get your names because I do have some gift certificates and stuff that I've been holding on to that I want to give away. And I spent so much time trying to get this computer. I didn't go back through the lives because I think it's a post that I need to give something away. So y'all just be on the lookout for the congratulations. You have won something. So that's what I'm going to do for this particular live because yesterday and today was stressful for me. And so I enjoy trying to give away a gift. I say trying to, like I don't really give it away. So I'm going to say giving. I enjoy giving the gifts, but I have been trying to give the gifts for a few weeks now. So I have this loaded tea that I still have to give away. This is from Slidell Nutrition. And I have PJ's Coffee, have a gift certificate for that. I have, I just had the place, Ninja Express in Slidell. I have a gift certificate for that. So I want to make sure that I continue to give it and so that I can give some more. And this is the month of heart, love, matters of the heart. And so let's sow on good ground. I can't believe my Cash App actually went off on the live. I was super excited. And so I'm going to have expectations of more of that. And Sean is actually over there working on a GoFundMe to try to get me to Greece for my 50th birthday.
Oh,
girl, I know, right?
Yeah.
So I had a problem yesterday when I went to the post office, but that's even going to work out with my passport because I need one and the wait time is 18 weeks. Ooh. And to expedite it is 12. So, and I need it in 8.
Yeah.
So just like the Lord, we said a prayer and that generator worked and we made it through this.
Yes,
we said a prayer and I'm going to continue to say a prayer that the passport situation is going to work out and I'll be able to get it in time so that I can open my eyes for my 50th birthday in Greece. So he wrote it up and it was very sweet, just saying, that they're college students and that they would love to see Sunshine, their mother, Sunshine, go to Greece for her 50th birthday.
Oh,
and hey, Octavia. Yes, let's get that passport. So y'all see a GoFundMe. Please share it if you're able and feel led to contribute. Thank you so much in advance, but we're going to try to make this happen for real.
Yeah.
And you know, my words, we have to be careful with our words. And I was saying, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I said, girl, really? You got on your vision board travel, not travel one time. You say
Yeah.
travel. So I'm not saying that it's a once, I'm saying that it's a great opportunity now. It's a great opportunity because my friends are already there.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't have to worry about the place to stay, and she loves to cook and she's a great cook, so I wouldn't have to worry about food
Oh,
unless we were out. So
yeah.
mainly I just need the flight and spending money, and so it's gonna work out. I'm excited. I'm already saying
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in Greece or I'm gonna be in France, or y'all see you see my box right here.
That's cute.
What do you tell your students? If you can believe it,
You can achieve it.
you
So
can achieve it,
that's
right?
right.
So I'm surrounded by the right person. We connected to the right people, believers, you know, have a supernatural faith. Just
Yes.
because you don't see how it's going to happen, you're believing it and you can
That's right.
achieve it. And so I love that when I read it.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So we're going to let y'all go on this Saturday night. Thank you all for being interactive on this. I didn't want to interrupt her with all of the comments, so I tried to put them up on the screen, but we do thank you for your comments. It was such an amazing show because anytime you're transparent and you're telling about your life and you're genuine about it, I think that those are the best ones. So we just definitely try to open up ourselves, and anyone that has been on here with me, they know that we pray before we go live, and we just ask that the Holy Spirit be with us through the process, and that anything that's said, that it is a blessing to each and every one that is listening. And if you happen to not catch the live, it's okay. It's still a blessing in the replay.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
If you missed it, it's okay. It's still a blessing in the replay. And these are going to be on here for years to come. YouTube and Facebook, they've been around for years. They're going to be here for years. And so it is just a blessing to us to know that it's going to continue on long after we've done the broadcast.
Yes.
It's going to continue on for years, that people will be able to be blessed from her testimony. And it's an awesome love story, and it doesn't stop here. Tomorrow night we're going to have Pastor Shelby on, and he's going to be talking about his amazing love story. So I'm just excited about what God is doing. Yes, hit that hashtag replay. Liz said, yes, amen. Step out on faith. So it's just going to continue on. So please be with us tomorrow, 6:00 Sunday, 6:00. Pastor Shelby, he will be here with Conversations with Selena. I know Nick is excited about it, and we are all excited really about his new book. Tricia has a book. Let me see if I can get to it. We got some authors in the house. Can you say authors in the house?
Authors in the house.
Vinny. Yes, authors in the house. Vinny has events scheduled. Her next one is Early Head Start on February the 7th, and Annie's Kindergarten on the 7th. Then I have this up here because I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Oh no, I don't know how to make it bigger. But I made the business board at Unity Nutrition. They also have the loaded teas and the shakes. And there's Pastor Shelby for tomorrow night, 6:00. Oh my goodness. So the Sweethearts for Hearts Gala is going to be the 12th. I think this is the last time to get your tickets this week. It's $40 for singles and $60 for couples. There's Tricia Powell, Reflections of Me. She's going to be in Picayune at PJ's Coffee doing signing books. That was going to be a tongue twister if I tried to do that. So I'll need to change my words up. So February the 12th, 11:00 to 2:00 at PJ's Coffee on Main Street in Picayune. There's Angela's The Heaviest Weight in the World, Your Words. That is a devotional. Go to bookstowin.com. Chapel Heart. OMG. They are going to be in Meridian, Mississippi, February the 10th at 7 o'clock. I tried to get a ticket. I don't know what happened though. So I was supposed to call the place. I forgot. I forgot. I tried. I was too late. Then I tried again the next day. I was too late. Then I forgot. So I have, I think, a ticket to go. I'm not even sure. So Monday for sure, I'm gonna have to call and check to see. But go get your tickets, chapelheart.com. And of course, there I am. I think that's all I got going on. All right, y'all. Well, we have to do this again, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It was amazing.
Yes, I enjoyed it. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and thank you all. They're saying great show. Liz said great show. Enjoyed your guests. All right, all right.
Thank you.
I'm doing a good job. And do you know how I pick people? I just asked the Lord, Lord, who am I supposed to ask now? And it just, I mean, it just literally falls into my lap or right in front of my face because I know it's the right thing to do because I always get a yes. You know, I don't think I've really had a no except I don't know if I've ever had a no. So it's been good. Jasmine said, I didn't want this to end. I thoroughly enjoyed y'all.
Oh,
I know. Girl, y'all know I could sit here. I could sit here and talk. I'm planning on doing a mukbang. So if anybody want to join me eating some crawfish and having conversation, playing a game, send me a message that you want to invite and I will send you an invite. I don't have a date just yet because it's a busy month.
mm-hmm.
But I'm going to try. We're going to try. All right, ma'am. Well, thank you so much. Y'all have an amazing night. Be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I got a new computer, so we should be good to go. Go share a smile and spread some sunshine.